You're the most important person in a narcissist's life right now, and they will never, ever let you know that. That's not a theory. That's the dirty little secret behind one of the most confusing personality types on the planet. While they're out there acting cold, superior, and completely unbothered by your existence, inside, they are consumed by you. Checking your social media at midnight, asking your mutual friends subtle questions, replaying your last conversation on a loop. And here's the wild part: the more indifferent they act, the more obsessed they usually are. So if someone in your life has been giving you that strange push pull energy, hot one day, glacial the next, stay right here, because what I'm about to share might completely reframe everything. Hi, this is Dr. Elena Voss. Welcome to this channel. If this kind of content helps you make sense of the people around you, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach people who need it. Before we get into the 5 signs, here's something worth knowing. Narcissistic obsession looks nothing like normal obsession. A person who genuinely likes you will show it. A narcissist who's obsessed with you will do the opposite, because showing it would mean vulnerability, and vulnerability is their kryptonite. So the obsession goes underground, it disguises itself, and that's exactly what makes it so hard to spot. Let's break it down. Sign 1. They keep tabs on you without ever directly asking. You haven't spoken in weeks, but somehow they know you got a new job. They know you went to that party. They know about the person you've been seeing. And when it slips out in conversation, they play it off. Oh, someone mentioned it, or I just happened to see it. But here's the thing. Narcissists are strategic information collectors. They don't casually stumble onto details about people they don't care about. That surveillance level awareness, that's interest they refuse to admit. Psychologists actually call this proxy stalking, gathering intel through third parties to maintain the illusion of distance while staying completely plugged in. The person who acts like they've moved on is the one refreshing your profile at 11 p.m. Sign 2. They react to your indifference with disproportionate emotion. Here's a fun little experiment. And by fun, I mean slightly unsettling. Stop responding quickly. Pull back just a little. Watch what happens. A narcissist who's obsessed will not quietly accept being ignored. They will escalate. Suddenly, there's an accidental text, a petty comment on something you posted, a random story subtly aimed at you, or the classic, reaching out through someone you both know. Normal people respect space. An obsessed narcissist treats your silence like a provocation, because in their internal world, you not paying attention to them is an offense. Their reaction, whether it's aggression, withdrawal, or sudden fake niceness, is the tell. Indifference from you disrupts their entire sense of control, and that disruption reveals everything. Sign 3. They compete with you even when there's no competition. This one catches people completely off guard. You mention a small win, a promotion, a compliment you received, something that just made your day, and within seconds, they've already topped it, redirected the attention, or found a subtle way to diminish it. It feels petty, right? Like arguing with someone who wasn't even in the race. But here's what's actually happening beneath the surface. They're measuring themselves against you constantly. Research in personality psychology shows that narcissists fixate most intensely on people they secretly view as a threat to their self-image. The competition isn't random, it's targeted. You are the benchmark they can't stop using. That's not hatred, that's obsession with a mask on. Sign 4. They bring you up even when you're not there. This is the one their friends eventually notice. You're somehow a topic, even in conversations that have absolutely nothing to do with you. They reference what you said months ago. They casually name drop you in context where your name adds nothing. They might frame it as criticism, she always does this, or that's such a him thing. But the volume of references tells the real story. There's even a term therapists use: Rumination. When someone can't stop mentally returning to a person, that person lives rent-free in their head. The narcissist just outsources the rumination by voicing it. You've become a character in their internal monologue, and that monologue apparently runs all day. Sign 5. They try to rewrite history, specifically your history together. This is the most revealing sign of all. An obsessed narcissist will revisit past interactions with you and put a spin on them. Suddenly, they never really said that, or what you experienced as cruelty was just a joke, or the relationship you remember clearly somehow looked completely different in their version. This isn't just manipulation for the sake of it. It's an attempt to manage the narrative because you matter too much for the truth to stand unchallenged. People who genuinely don't care about someone let the past stay in the past. An obsessed narcissist needs to control how the story ends, because in their mind, the story isn't over. And there it is. 5 signs that someone who acts like you're nothing is actually treating you like you're everything, just entirely on their own terms. Here's what I want to leave you with. Being on the receiving end of this kind of energy is genuinely disorienting because your gut is telling you something is off, but their behavior keeps denying it. Trust the pattern, not the performance. Now I want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments. Have you ever had that eerie feeling that someone was far more focused on you than they ever let on? What was the giveaway? The comment section on this one is going to be interesting. I'll be reading every single one.